Hey guys, it's in the place to be here, and I'm doing something new again. I'm going to introduce all of my OCs. Um, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time because I plan on doing a lot more with them in general, and I love all of my babies so very much. Yeah. So the first person I am introducing to you guys is my OC, Tasha. I have already done a lot of stuff with her before. I posted some things on the Amino app under the Arts and OCs Amino and the Animation Arts Amino, which is great. I'm part of those. It's not sponsored. I wish though, man. I love those. And yeah. So I'm just gonna read the stuff I made on this little profile thing for her. I will add other things. Oh my god. I will add other things to her that I haven't put in that little profile thing. So Tasha, let's talk about her. Her full name is Tasha Cole Smith. She's 17. She's a female. You couldn't tell. She was born July 21st. There's no definite year because, you know, if she just kind of grew with the years, it wouldn't really stick. Personality, she's very athletic, she's cunning, she has a good sense of humor, she does have a bit of a bad temper, and she gets annoyed easily. Fun fact, she is based off an OC that was like based off of me. If you go to my Deviantart page, it's literally the oldest thing on my Deviantart page that I don't really post anymore. But it was an old comic I made called Linden High, and this character was based off of me. You know, and it was kind of like supposed to be a comic about my life, but I never ever got to finishing it. So I just kind of got to 3 pages and just quit it. But she was based off of the OC from there, and she's great. Interests are boxing, sewing, and hanging out with her brother and best friend. I will make separate profiles for them, but her best friend is an OC of mine that's also from that comic, so I changed his name. His name now is Chris Carrion. I don't think he has a middle name. He does not. And her brother is Jason Smith. He's featured in my Forget meme video. That's him. And I've drawn him in other things too. I've drawn him in the my Finesse Speedpaint. That is also him. I think that's it. I post him a lot on my Instagram. It's also in the description, so if you want to see more pictures of them, my OCs, they're on my Instagram page or on my Aminos I'm a part of. Yeah. Let's see, and we're going to talk more about her. She, some little notes I wrote down on her that I'll talk more about her that are not on the notes. She has a half-brother who is a year younger than her, so her parents are divorced. They got divorced when she was really young. And her dad remarried, and her brother is mixed. So her dad is black and her stepmom is white. She really does love her stepmom because she went between the two houses a lot when she was younger, but she grew loving both of them and they're great. She has stitches on her cheek from literally walking into a pole. So the story is she was walking with her brother one day and she was talking to him and she wasn't really paying attention. She just the sharpest metal was hanging from the pole and she stepped into it, scratched her cheek. She had to get stitches, but she's fine. She's fine. Originally I was like, ooh, I'm gonna give her stitches because she's tough, but really I just made a stupid backstory for it anyway. And she's not really that tough. The only time she'd ever be extremely tough, because she does box and she's supposed to be athletic and she works out a lot, so I added that. If you hear background noises, I'm sorry. That is my dog in the background. Anyway, so she is tough, but the thing is, she's only really, really tough. She gets really defensive of her brother. If you mess with him in some type of way, hurt him, she will fight you. She's had her dreads in for 2 years, so she's I might change that. I want to say now that she really just started wearing dreads. But, you know, I'll figure all that little hair stuff later. But her dreads go literally almost to her thighs. She's been growing her hair out. My girl does not cut her hair. And they have a Pomeranian. She calls it just her dog because that's the dog. It sleeps in her bed, so she's like, this is my dog. Named Cookie. Cookie is great. Cookie's like a little dwarf Pomeranian. Like with a tan color. Like a cookie. And like little brown spots. That's why I named Cookie, because like supposed to be like a tan one. Like a chocolate chip cookie. Is basically what I'm trying to say. She's great. She wasn't like the first OC I ever made. I'm not gonna do a profile on the first OC I ever made because this OC was like for a show. Specifically, it was for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I love that show. You know, that show's great. I love that show. I love the entire Dish franchise. I'm getting sidetracked here. I'm going off script. Anyway, let's see some more notes about her. She's been best friends with Chris, who I will make another thing for later on. She's been best friends with him since they were in first grade. Like, they made each other in first grade. And it wasn't like one of those sad that he was sitting alone or anything. Like, one day she just kind of went up to him and like, hey, do you want to play tag with me? He's like, sure. And ever since then, they clicked immediately. And they're not like love interests. I don't think I want to give Tasha a love interest, or she'll ever have one. She probably won't, unless I make another character for that. But, you know, they're just like really good friends. And fun fact, Chris was also based off one of my friends. He's based off one of my friends, because I told you he was based off an OC. That OC was based off a friend of mine. And it's great. Let's see, what else is there to know about Tasha? Tasha's like very sweet. She tries to do a lot of school activities because she realizes that college is coming up. She's going to have to really boost her morale. Yeah. Ooh, she owns these like pink glasses. They're like just kind of, she doesn't need them. She does not need glasses. But she wears them solely because she just loves how they look. I love her so much. I should draw her a lot more. I think it's the fact that she has the dreads. I kind of avoid drawing her. But I do love her because she's great. She's so great. I don't have that many female OCs. I don't have that many OCs, period. But I have like maybe 3 OCs. 2 of them are just like original characters, and 1 is like a character for a franchise. If I count my Gemstonas for Steven Universe, if I don't count my Gemstonas, I only have like 3 OCs. And the majority of those OCs are based off of me. They're basically personas. Like this one OC I might make something for, I'm not for sure. I made her because I was in a play, and the director was like, build your character up and, you know, do stuff about that character, make them your own. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna draw this character real quick. They're great. And the thing is, that character has the same last name as Tasha. I never thought about it, but I guess I just thought Smith and Smith. I don't know, Smith was the first thing in my head. But you can actually see that little profile thing on my other accounts, you know. And the other OC I have, who's also low-key based off me, kinda not. Like, you can tell personality traits, like the whole gets bored easily. That's me. I get bored so easily. Like with Tasha, I made her have literally the attention span of a fly. Because we both get bored easily. That's like one of her things. I want to make sure that my characters have flaws that I can also relate with. That I can like see myself in. That makes me I'm able to build up on it. The way I really built Tasha's character a lot more is because we had to write plays in like last year. We had to write plays 2 years ago actually, and her, Chris, and Jason were the main characters, and she was more like a side character, like she was in it, but I made sure to build her character. Like literally one of her lines were like, you hurt my brother, I'm going to hurt you. She loves her brother with all her heart. That's basically one of her biggest things, that she loves her brother. This character has gone through so many renditions. Like, I've redesigned her over and over again. The second time I redesigned her since the comic was like she had a tongue piercing. I got rid of that completely. That is gone. There's no more tongue piercing Tasha. That's just, I hate I had that in the first place. And her last name wasn't originally Smith. Her last name was originally Jay, J-A-Y. it was Tasha J. Smith. No, it was just Tasha J. Then I changed it to Smith after a while. I changed it to Smith since the new redesign I did once I became a freshman in high school. Like, I redesigned her, but her body type was a lot more boxy. Compared to all my other OCs, she's a tad more plump, which was like the reason, like, I just, I wanted to give a little bit of a different body type. I see this position that I have her posed in doesn't really show it as well, but in other drawings you can tell that it has a little more figure compared to my other ones. Like, her cheeks are a little thicker compared to my other OCs, because I want to try different body types, even though it's a little hard for me. I guess because, like, I do have, like, a lot more male OCs, so I do a lot more boxy type things, and when I do my other female OCs, they're also kind of boxy type, or they have, like, the hourglass figure, because I feel like that's just easier, you know what I mean? But I want to try to experiment with all that stuff, and probably the more I develop, the more she's going to get plump, just because she's my girl, and I love her a lot, and I hope you guys love her too. So that's all, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, week, year, or whatever, and I will see you next time. Bye!